أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Council, audience and viewers, welcome to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. For our next item on the agenda, I now have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good morning to you all. Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. May I now call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما برمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناظر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقدار عظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, I ask for your strength and courage to help us face the day ahead of us. I don't know what is going to happen or what lies ahead, but I know that I can conquer this day because you are with us wherever we go. This I ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Registrar, can you bring in the witness? Thank you so much.
Good morning, witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. It's okay. Hold on. Yes, you can put it there. Okay. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. To start with, may I know your religion? In which language do you want to make your testimony? Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? You wish to swear by the Holy Quran. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay, witness, please repeat after me. You hold the Holy Quran, okay, or you place your hand on it. Okay, and repeat after me. I, Fatumata Shaho, do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. You may be seated, please. Madam Chair, the witness has been sworn.
Good morning, Madam Fatmata M. Saho.
Good morning, ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
We may begin. Counsel.
Good morning, Honorable Commissioners. Madam Witness, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It is good to have you appear before the Commission.
Okay.
Can you tell us your name, please?
My name's Fatmata M. Saho,
And your address?
Basse, Area Council.
Do you live in Basse or you just work in Basse?
I live in Basse,
Right.
and I work in Basse too.
So you work for the Basse Area Council?
Yes, I work for Basse Area Council
Since when?
since 2018.
2018.
Yes,
What is your current position?
internal audit.
Internal audit.
Yes,
Are you internal audit manager or just internal auditor?
just internal auditor.
Now, when were you appointed as an internal auditor?
1st of March 2021.
2021.
Yes,
Prior to your appointment as an internal auditor, what was your position in the area council?
I was a revenue collector then.
Revenue collector.
Yes,
From 2016
yes, 2018.
to 2018.
Yes,
And which area in the area council were you focused on throughout your appointment as a revenue collector?
I first worked at the market.
Okay.
Then after they took me to the office, I was there as a revenue collector on Lansings.
Now, please tell us your educational background, your qualifications.
I have grade 12 certificate,
Which year?
2006.
Is that your highest qualification?
Yes,
Now, can you tell us how you were appointed as an internal auditor?
yes, I was a revenue collector before. Then one day, the CEO called me and told me that the General Council want to meet you and redeploy you as an internal audit.
Who was the CEO at the time?
Usman Toure.
Usman Toure.
Yes.
Okay, so when he informed you that the General Council wants to meet you and they want to appoint you as an auditor, what follows next?
I told him that I cannot be an internal auditor because I don't have any background on it.
And then what happened?
Then he told me that, but we will train you, we will send you for trainings, and we will send you to internship, you will go to internship on internal audit directory.
So he said that the area council will send you for trainings.
Yes.
When you told him already
Yes.
that you are not qualified
For the
and you have no
inter-
experience in doing audit work.
Yes.
So he had said that you don't have to worry about that because they will send you for trainings.
Yes.
And then what happened after that?
Then after that, I was there. They did not send me up to 2022.
Now, no, let's start first by, after your statement, your discussion with the finance director, Osman Toure. Then when he made those comments, then did you end up meeting the General Council?
No, they called me one day. I came there, then they gave me the redeployment letter.
From a revenue collector to the internal auditor?
Internal auditor, yes.
When was this?
This was March 1st, 2021.
Do you have that redeployment letter with you?
Yes.
Can we see it? Yes, so I see this one is a photocopy. Do you have the original?
Yes, I left the original at home.
In Basse?
Here, in Combo.
In Combo here?
Yes.
So if you're asked to produce the original, will you be able to do that?
Yes.
Madam Chairperson, the witness has informed us that this is the deployment letter, redeployment from revenue collector to internal audit. But she has the original copy. I'm not sure whether we will admit this temporarily as the commission places. Then we will apply to have the letter, the redeployment letter as identified and presented by the witness, dated the first day of March 2021, into evidence as an exhibit.
The the letter dated the 1st of March 2021, addressed to Fatmata Saho, Internal Auditor Basse Area Council, with caption Letter of Redeployment, was written by Ismaila Sedikan, Admin Officer for Basse Area Council, which letter was written for and on behalf of the CEO, and then copied to the Chairman, Basse Area Council, Director of Finance, Planner and Engineer, and then file copy. Is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/FMS/BSAC/001.
As the commission places. Now, you said upon having the discussion with the CEO, Mr. Ture, it was when you were given the letter.
Yes.
But you never met the General Counsel.
General Counsel.
Yes, you never met them prior to or before you were given the letter.
No.
Now, you were called by the investigators for the commission, and then you gave a statement. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And if I show you a document that appears to be the statement that you gave, will you be able to recognize it?
Yes.
Please have a look at this document, and also it has some attachments there. Just look at it. Is that the statement you gave to the investigators?
Yes.
Now, what are those attachments accompanying the statement?
This is the first one is Mankumane's issue.
The first one is Mankumane's issue.
Yes.
It is a letter you wrote to who? Who wrote the letter? Is it yourself?
Yes.
And what issue was it concerning about?
The digital machine that was lost 3 months back.
How about the second document?
The report on councillors, financial directors, and deputy director of finance resident.
Yes. What about that?
Yes, the councillors called me. They said they did not understand that resident. So, can I make my enquiries to know whether that resident, they are renting it or someone is just living there as that?
So you had to make a report regarding the state of affairs of the director of finances residence.
Yes.
And the deputy of finance residence.
Yes.
So this is the document.
Yes, this is the document.
And then the third one?
The third one is audit and account subcommittee.
Audit and account subcommittee.
Yes.
Yes.
The agenda is investigation of the alleged payment of councillors, collectors, and the driver after they came from collection.
Okay.
Yes.
Who wrote this report? Is it your very self?
No, our audit committee secretary.
The audit committee secretary.
Yes.
But you took part in this exercise.
Yes. Yes.
And the other one? I see the IFMIS drawback paid to Manlapi Baji.
Wait, I did not see that yet. Yes.
Yes. What is?
Council, before that.
Yes, sorry. That's true. Thank you very much, Chairperson. We have the Basse Area Council Audit and Accounts Committee report on fact findings.
Yes.
What is that about?
This is the audit report. This is our first audit report.
Okay.
When
Your
they
first
make
internal audit report.
Yes.
Okay. And you signed the document.
Yes.
Did you sign it? Or but you were part of the team that prepared this report.
Yes.
And what document is the next one? Is that the IFMIS drawback?
Yes.
Paid to Manlafi Baji.
Mm-hmm.
But this one you signed it?
Yes, this one I signed it. I wrote it and I signed it too.
And the next one after that?
This is the Basse Area Council internal audit report and fact findings.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I also see another one.
Yes.
Dated the 27th of September 2021.
Yes.
Basse Area Council internal audit report and fact finding. Is that a separate one?
No, it's all the same.
So it's all the same?
Yeah.
Oh, then it seems to be duplicate.
It's duplicate, yes.
Yes, there's another one that follows suit. That is the Basse Area Council Audit and Accounts Committee reports on fact finding with the subheading Observations and Financial Mismanagement. Do you see that? There appears to be two internal audit conducted by your very self and your committee.
Yes.
So the first one is the one dated the 27th day of September, 2021. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
So we have seen another one. Even though there appears to be no date on it,
Yes. I think that one is the first one.
this is the first one.
Yes.
And then the second one is the one on the 27th
27. Yes.
Very well. Now, where are the originals of these documents?
I think they are at the council.
At the council. Are you in a position to produce them if we ask for them? Will you be able to have access to them, these originals?
I don't think.
You don't think so? So who will they be with naturally? The CEO or the finance director?
The CEO.
The CEO. Can I have the document, please? Don't you keep a copy as the internal auditor of these documents? Don't you keep an original copy? Because
No.
usually you'll have to make duplicates of an original. You have 3 originals and you have one with you.
No. I kept them at CEO's office, internal audit file.
Okay.
Yes.
Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Commissioners, we apply to tender the statement of the witness, Fatoumata M. Saho, dated the 16th day of May, 2023, and accompanying the statement are documents relevant to her evidence. The first document is a letter dated the 11th of April 2023 with the heading Mr. Manko Mane should go for immediate suspension, and is signed by the witness Fatoumata M. Saho. The second is a report on the council's finance director and deputy director of finance residence. It has no date on it. The third one is the audit and accounts subcommittee of 2022, 28 September, I believe, 2022. Then there is the IFMIS drawback paid to Manlafi Baji, dated the 16th of March, 2023. There is also a memo from the Office of the Internal Auditor, dated the 1st day of January, 2023, signed by Fatoumata M. Saho. And there is the Basse Area Council Internal Audit Report and fact finding, which the witness identified as being the second internal audit exercise conducted. It is dated the 27th day of September 2021. There is a duplicate of that same report on the file, so there wouldn't be any need to tender that one. And the first audit report, internal audit report by, as identified and explained by the witness. The heading is Basse Area Council Audit and Account Committee Reports on Facts Finding. We have the implementation of the recommendations of the Internal and Audit Committee report dated November 8, 2021. And the last attachment is the IFMIS drawback paid to Manlafi Baji. I believe we have already mentioned this one, dated the 16th of March 2023, into evidence as an exhibit. The witness has said that she doesn't have the originals as they are in the office of the CEO.
Mrs. Saho, before I admit these documents, we will order that you produce the originals of this document. All right?
Okay.
So please take note that we would want to have the originals by Friday. Thank you.
Yes.
The witness statement signed by Fatoumata M. Saho, dated the 16th of May, 2023. Is accompanied by a letter dated the 11th of April 2023, signed by the same Fatoumata M. Saho, with the caption, Mr. Mankumane should go for immediate suspension. A report on the Council's Finance Director and Deputy Director of Finance, which report is actually it's not dated, and an audit and accounts subcommittee meeting dated the 28th of September 2022. A letter dated 16th of March 2023, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Basse Area Council, with the heading, If Miss Drawback Paid to Malafibaji, signed by Mrs. Fatoumata M. Saho. A memo from the Office of the Internal Auditor, dated the 1st of January 2023, from the Office of the Internal Auditor to all staffs. This is also signed by Fatoumata M. Saho. A Basse Area Council Internal Audit Report and Fact Findings. Observation on audit from the months of July to September 2021, which is dated on the 27th of September. A letter dated November 8, 2021, addressed to the Director of Finance, Finance Department, Basse Area Council, with the caption, Implementation of the recommendations of the Internal Audit Committee, which is signed by Ismaila Sedikan. All of these documents are hereby admitted in bundle in evidence and marked as LGC/FMS/BSAC/002.
As the commission places. Yes, so when you were given this redeployment letter, you started your work as an auditor. Is it correct?
No, it went up to a few months, then I started.
Why that few months?
Because I didn't know anything about audit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had no qualification, you had no experience, and so therefore you did not start work immediately?
Immediately, yes.
So it took few months before you started. How many months precisely, do you recall?
I think we started at August. That was our first report. But then I didn't know whether I should put date there or not. That's why I did not put any date.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in those few months that you did not resume or you did not start your new functions as an internal auditor, what were you doing?
Though I used to go to work and sit there, but
Yes.
I did not start any audit process.
Now, they said they are going to assist you.
Yes.
What did you understand by that when the CEO said he is going to assist you, or they will assist you in your functions?
Yes, that time I thought that immediately they redeploy me, they are going to send me for internship.
They are going to send you to?
Interns.
So did they do that eventually?
Not that year.
So
They did it, but not that year.
So the entire year that you were employed as an auditor, you were never sent to any training,
Yes.
and you didn't go and conduct or be trained in any form of internship.
No.
So when were you eventually taken as an intern?
I went to intern on March 2022.
March 2022.
Yes.
All right. Where did you do your internship?
Internal Audit Directory,
Where is that?
Bigelow.
You were there for how long?
6 months.
For 6 months.
Yes.
And during those 6 months, what did you do?
Yes, we normally go for trainings. When they are going, they have field work at some places. They normally took me there. I work with them.
Do you have documents to show us regarding your you being taken to the internal audit for training?
Yes.
Can you please show us? So, where is the original document of this document?
Yes, sir.
No, what I mean is you have given us 6 months internship for our internal auditor. That is the letter that was written by the CEO, Usman Ture,
Yes.
to the director of internal audit department. But this is a photocopy. Where is the original one?
The original one is there at home.
Do you have it?
Yes.
If you are asked to bring it to the commission, will we be able to do that?
Yeah.
Sure. There. So we will now ask you to bring the other document of your that the CEOs had asked you to go to internal audit as an intern. Okay. Can you bring it by tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Okay.
Is that possible?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Okay. I'll try.
Madam Chairperson, we apply to tender the letter as produced by the witness, dated I believe the 8th of March or no, 8th of November. addressed to the Internal Audit Director for the purpose of the witness serving as an intern.
The letter dated November 8, 2021, addressed to the Director General, Internal Audit Department, National Audit Office, Banjul, with the caption, "6 months internship for our internal auditor." This was signed by Usman Toure, CEO of Basse Area Council, copied to the Chairman, Basse Area Council, Director of Finance, Director of Planning, Chairman of Internal Audit Committee, and a file copy. Is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/FMS/BSAC/003.
As the Commission pleases. And this one you have here is a recommendation that the Director General, Internal Audit, Masire K. Drame, signed for the Director General of Internal Audit.
Yes.
Recommending you in relation to your internship that you have done there within the 6 months. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where is the original of this document?
It's there at home.
Is at home. Please bring this original and also a certificate of internship training that you have already completed at the Director's office.
Yes.
Is that and you have the document with you?
Yeah.
Please bring along these originals by tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
We apply to tender a recommendation written and addressed to the CEO by the Director of Internal Audit for the witness upon her completion of the internship, the 6 months internship period, into evidence as an exhibit. We have asked the witness to produce the original by tomorrow.
The letter dated the 8th of August 2022 from the Directorate of Internal Audit, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, off Battle Harden Highway opposite Atlas Petrol Station, Bijilo. The letter is with the caption, "To whom it may concern," which is a letter of recommendation for Fatoumata M. Saho, signed by Masire K. Drame for Director General of the Directorate of Internal Audit. And attached thereto is a certificate issued by the Directorate of Internal Audit, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, which certificate is captioned, "Certificate of Intensive Training Completion." The certificate is awarded to Fatoumata M. Saho, and it is signed by the Director General, Mr. Modu Sise. Is hereby admitted in evidence as LGC/FMS/BSAC/004.
As the Commission pleases. Now, so you were there for 6 months,
Yes.
doing your internship.
Yes.
Now, before you were taken to do your internship, have you been doing any work for the council in the area of auditing?
Yes. I normally do pre-auditing.
Pre-auditing.
Yes.
Now, in your statement, you had explained that your roles, they involved pre-auditing on payment vouchers for and after payment. Was this a culture you found there prior to your appointment? Was that being done in Basse Area Council?
I don't understand your question.
What I'm trying to say
Yes.
is you were talking about pre-auditing.
Yes.
Now, when you were employed, have you been doing pre-auditing? Have they been presenting vouchers to you to conduct pre-auditing?
Yes, but normally when they spend already, that's the time they brought the payment vouchers to me.
Yes, that would be post-auditing.
Yes,
that would
that
be
one is
after
post-audit.
the fact.
Yes.
So pre-auditing will mean that the auditing must happen before they actually commit area council's finance
Yes.
into any form of contract or purchase or whatsoever. It has to pass through your office
Yes.
for you to look at it, and then you will advise as to whether or see whether they have conformed with the required rules or not.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
But that has not been done.
That has not been done.
So please tell us what usually operates in Basse as far as you, the auditor, you're concerned.
When they normally bring their payment vouchers to me, I found out that it has already been paid. So that was done so many times. Then I went to CEO and told him about it. Then CEO told me that no problem, I will tell Director of Finance and the others, let the payment vouchers should go through you first. After you check on them, then before payment, again you should verify whether they have all supporting documents or they have a copy of checks. Yes.
So they will first make payments. That is the office of the finance director.
Yes.
And what is his or her name?
Lamin Susu.
Lamin Suso.
Yes.
So payments will already be made.
Yes.
And then they will now bring you documents for you to do what with those documents?
For me to sign them and stamp them.
After they have already made payments.
Payments, yes.
And this you have taken up with the CEO.
Yes.
And the CEO promised to talk to the finance director.
Yes.
That is not an acceptable practice.
Yes.
But has that been continuing? Did it stop?
No, it doesn't stop there. Then there is some time ago again, they started to bring documents to me before anything. But that didn't go how it should be.
Okay.
Yes. They just do it for a few months and after they stopped it.
Okay.
Yes.
Now when it comes to pre-auditing, what do you understand should be the normal process?
The normal process there should be attached of supporting documents.
Yes.
Like invoices, receipts,
Yes.
and GPPA procurement forms.
Yes.
Yes.
But these are usually not in place.
Yes.
You don't see that normally in Basse Area Council.
Yes, before.
Before. And when you say before, what do you mean? Does that happen now?
Yes, now it happens.
Since when?
When the internal audit from the ministry people came there, then that's the time they advised CEO, and they advised me to not to stamp anything that doesn't have copy of check, invoices, and GPPA procurement forms.
That is this year.
Yes, that is this year.
When they have already conducted the system audit. Is
Yes,
that not the case?
system audit, yes.
And so that is not a long time.
That's not a long time.
Now, these vouchers, your unit, how many of you are in that unit?
Only me.
Only yourself.
Yes.
So you don't have any assistant or any superior.
No.
But you have a committee.
Yes, we have a committee.
Is that committee functional? Is it operating the way it's supposed to be?
Not that much.
How many people are in the committee?
We are 4 in number.
4. Who are the other 3?
That is the chairman of audit subcommittee.
Yes.
The secretary.
The chairman of the audit subcommittee.
Yes.
The name, please?
Omar Gari. Honorable Omar Gari.
Honorable Omar Gali.
Yes.
He's also a councillor.
Yes, he's also a councillor.
Is
Before.
still a councillor?
No.
Yes. So after Omar Gali, who is next?
Sana Drame. He's the secretary.
Sana Drame.
Yes.
And then?
Honorable Sanada. He's also a councillor.
Okay, still now?
Yes. Mariama Tarawale.
Mariama Tarawale.
Yes.
These are all councillors?
Yes, he's a female representative.
Okay. Now, what will be their role as the subcommittee in relation to auditing?
For Mariama, she's just a member.
No, as in the committee itself, what do they do? What is their role?
When they normally heard that there is mismanagement at the council, they will come and consult me. But our audit chairman, he understands a lot about this audit process.
That is Omar Koli.
Omar Gari.
Well, sorry, Omar Gali.
Gari, yes.
So you are the only one in Basse Area Council under the unit
Yes.
of finance and audit.
Yes.
And you don't have anyone that you work with.
No.
And you're only appointed by the CEO.
By the general council.
By the general council, sorry, upon the recommendation of the CEO.
Yes.
But then you have a subcommittee.
Yes.
That only probably comes to have a meeting with you.
Yes.
When there is an issue.
So yeah.
And so they will conduct probably an investigation. So, but this is not on a daily basis.
Yes.
Just once in a while.
It's a once in a while, yeah.
Now, in Basse Area Council, what are the main problems that you have found out since you are employed or promoted as the internal auditor? What did you really find in Basse as the main issues?
The main issues are there are collectors who normally give money to Director of Finance.
Okay.
Yes.
When do you know about this?
I know since August 2021. That's our first report.
So in August 2021, it came to your knowledge
Yes.
that some auditors were given
Money
the
to
finance director,
yes.
monies.
Yes.
Who is the finance director? Lamin Suso.
Lamin Suso, yes.
And when you say they give him money, is this the monies that they collect as a result of them going to collect revenue, or is it their own personal money we are talking about here?
No, it's revenue.
Revenue money.
Yes.
So how did you come about having this information?
There was one day, CEO called me at his office and showed me the screen. You know, this digital system, we have a screen there.
Yes.
Then he told me that, you see, this Mohammed Suso, I told him yes. He said he collected today, but he did not deposit the money.
Okay.
Yes. When he told me that, I told him, but maybe he will deposit after. He said, okay, then let us wait until tomorrow or next tomorrow we see. Then Mohammed Suso did not deposit. Likewise, Basama Jawane also, and Mankumane, Sorisilla, they were all there. So they did not deposit. One day we called them. I personally called them at my office. I told them that I have seen that you did not deposit all these days. Where is the money? They told me we give it to Director. I told them why.
That is Lamin Suso.
That is Lamin Suso.
Please proceed.
Yes, I told them why. Why did you give money to Director? They told me that it's my boss. Whatever he told us, that's what we are going to do. Then that's the time I went back to CEO again. I told CEO that these people, I asked them, but they told me that they have given money to finance director. Then that's the time CEO also went to chairman and discussed things to chairman. And after, he came back to my office. He said, you can start your investigation now. Then that's
please go ahead.
That's the time we start our investigation.
So who was the chairman at the time?
Honorable Fode Danjo.
Fode Danjo. Now, you said these individuals, Mohammed Suso, Babakar, Is it Jaune?
Basama,
Basamba,
Jaune.
Jaune, Manku Mane, and
Sorry
Sorisilla.
Silla, Lamin Mane.
Lamin Mane.
Yes.
So they were giving monies to the finance director Lamin Suso,
yes.
and the CEO had to call you for to put that to your attention.
Yes.
And you called them into your office and spoke to them. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you had told them that you have confronted them with what was happening.
Yes.
And they told you that CEO, the finance director, is their boss.
Yes.
So whatever he says is what they are going to do.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Now, so it had been going on, and you, when they go to collect revenue, they use a machine.
Yes.
And you are saying this automated machine, there's a screen in the CEO's office.
Yes.
Anyone who withdraws or collects money or deposits money, it will be very clear.
Yes.
On the screen.
On the screen, yes.
The transactions that the machine is doing.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yeah.
Now, when the CEO gave you a go-ahead to conduct an investigation, what then happened afterwards?
We did our investigation after we wrote a report. That's our first report. We went to General Counsel, and General Counsel reject our report.
So this is the report regarding the Basel Area Council Audit and Accounts Committee report on facts finding.
Yes.
So the General Counsel rejected your report.
Yes.
What was the report about mainly? What was the main findings in the report?
The main findings are that the collectors normally give money to finance director.
That the collectors will now give money to finance director.
Yes.
And you have investigated this.
Yes.
And you found out that was really happening in Basel
yeah.
at the time.
Yes.
This was well before the system audit.
Yes, it was well before the system audit.
And you wrote your report.
Before I go for internship.
Yes, well before you went for the internship.
Yes.
You wrote the report yourself, and did you conduct this investigation as a team, together with the committee?
Yes, it was me, and there was one intern girl who came to. The person is from university.
Yes.
He came there for internship.
What is her name?
Fatou Gay.
Fatou Gay.
Yes.
She was studying at the university at the time.
Yes, at that time.
Do you know what she was studying?
Accountancy.
Accountancy. And so you conducted the investigation.
Yes.
Now, what happened after the investigation? You went and then you wrote your report, and it was rejected by the General Counsel.
General Counsel, yes.
Why was that report rejected?
I feel like General Counsel, there are some supporting director of finance.
There are some people that backs the interest
Yes,
of the director of finance.
the finance director, and the other ones also are back of the audit committee.
Okay.
Yes, that causes that the audit chairman wanted to resign on that day.
Who was the audit chairman? Is
Omar Gari.
Omar Gali.
Yes.
So you are saying there were some councillors that were really supporting the finance director.
Yes.
So when the report came and it implicated him on the grounds that he had the practice of collecting money from revenue collectors, and that was a practice. Is that correct?
Yes.
So when it was tabled before the General Council, some councillors really opposed that finding.
Yes.
On grounds probably they are friends with the finance director, or they are very close, and so on and so forth.
Yes, they reject our report. I know they are looking at me, but that's the truth.
What do you mean when you say they are looking at you?
They are seeing TVs, but I know that. But even though that's the truth.
Oh, you mean they are watching this session?
Yes.
But then you know you are saying the truth.
Yes.
Yes, that's why you are here, to speak the truth. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that is why we have this commission, to make sure that the truth is being said in the open.
Yes.
No one is here to hide. So what you are doing right now is to help the people of Basse, and most especially the people of Gambia in this country, to make sure that whatever we do it in the right manner.
Okay.
So you do not have any problems about that. Please make sure you help the commissioners to arrive at a just conclusion. Do you understand?
No problem.
Good. Now, when they rejected these findings, you You were not in the, did you attend the meeting? The General Council's meeting?
On that day?
Yes.
Yes, I attended.
Did they vote for, did they vote?
They did not vote, but they are just pushing each other. Some will say, we should take this report. Some will say, no, we cannot take this report.
Okay.
Yes.
But those who rejected the report, did they provide any reason as to why they do not want to agree with the audit report's finding that the finance director Lamin Suso will be demanding monies from the revenue collectors instead of them going to bank it?
Yes, they did not agree because the majority don't agree.
Yes, I'm saying whether you know as to what was their reason in the open. Since you were there, did they bring about any meaningful argument to say as to why they will not agree with the report?
No, I don't remember anything like that.
So mainly all you can see is that it's because of their relationship with the finance director.
Yes.
That is why they would not agree. Okay. Now, when they refuse to adopt or accept the findings, you said the chairperson wanted to resign.
Yes, the chairperson of the committee.
Of the committee, Gali.
Gary, yes.
So, how do you know he wanted to resign?
I was sitting beside him.
Yes.
He bring out paper and read that resignation letter.
Okay.
He said, Fatsa, for me, I'm resigning today. If they don't adopt this report, I'm going to resign today. Then the CEO called him to his office. He said, I want to see you. Then he went there. CEO said, let us take things easy. And then chairman also came at CEO's office and said, let us take things easy, Gary. Don't resign now. Just listen to me. We are going to adopt this report. We are going to adopt it. So no need for you to resign.
But go ahead. Then
that's the time he did not resign at that point in time. Then we go again for the other General Council meeting. The other one is there, and we also brought out that the second report you have there. Then we brought that one again. The same thing. Then they adopt that one and told Director of Finance that we are going to write to you a warning letter.
Now let's take it one step at a time.
Okay.
You know, you had already told us there were two internal audit reports that your office conducted.
Yes.
Before the system audit. The first one is when you found out that Lamin Suso, the finance director at the time, was demanding the revenue that the collectors were collecting in the field that is supposed to be banked. By the way, we all know, we have had the evidence time and again. Let me hear from you. What was those monies supposed to be done when the revenue collectors collect the money? What were they supposed to do?
They should bank it.
They should go to the bank and deposit
the money. Yes.
But then this does not happen with these people because they are saying that whatever their boss says is what they should do. That is to collect the money and give it to them.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
You investigated, you found out that is the case, and so you wrote a report. The General Council rejected the report on no grounds.
Yes.
So you are saying?
I didn't know why did they reject the...
Yes, because in the meeting, they didn't present any ground to you that you have heard of that makes sense to you as to why they are rejecting the report.
Yes.
It is not like they also have another investigative report that is saying that your findings are not correct. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Good. So now, when the chairperson wanted to resign, they had to talk to him that there is no need to resign. So now a second audit report was done. Is that the one that dated, I believe, the 27th?
27th September.
September. So this was the second audit report.
Yes.
After the one in August. Or was the first one in August? The first one?
It's August, yes.
August. So a month after you had another audit exercise. So this time around, what was the main center of the findings? Do you know? Do you recall? You must have a copy with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we have the observations on audit from the months of July to September
Yes. 2021.
2021. Yes.
You said number one, there are no authentic supporting documents for some claims. Example, invoices.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Sometimes when they brought the payment voucher,
Yes.
they will not bring any invoices to attach on them.
Okay.
Yes. And also the purpose of the voucher, they will not state that one there. So that's why I put there as some claims have no invoices. And the GPPA procurement forms also will not be there.
No GPA forms and no vouchers or invoices.
Invoices, yes.
So how we are payments done then?
They normally do their payments.
Or they will ignore your unit and make payments. The finance director will effect all the payments and then now bring these documents.
Yes.
So that was what you were saying earlier. There was no pre-auditing.
Yes.
They will just put the cart before the horse.
Yes. They'll say that audit should be last. Audit should be the last thing. Audit should be the last thing.
As far as the finance director is concerned and team, is it only, by the way, is it only the finance director that is having this notion, this idea that audit should be last, or is it all the people that are working in the finance department?
For me, I will state as finance director because he is the head of the institute.
I understand that.
Okay.
But in your day-to-day work as an auditor, of course, you will be having conversations with, probably you may see his deputies or people who the finance manager, the cashier here and there, where they all sharing the same mentality with the finance director. Like, for example, if you ask for certain things, will they tell you that audit should be the last thing?
Yes, because some time ago I asked the cashier, I'm not seeing the checks. I'm not seeing the payment vouchers. He said, when we are done, we'll bring the payment vouchers to you.
Who is the cashier?
Alaji Ndaba Kulubali.
Alaji Ndaba Kulubali.
Yes.
Was that correct? What he was saying to you?
No, it's not correct.
And you know it's not correct?
Yes.
Does the CEO know about this?
Yes, he knows it.
Because you have complained about this?
Yes. Though I did not write anything, but verbally, I normally told them everything.
You know, and then the same practice still used to happen?
Yes.
Now, you said, number two, for some claims, the requisition form is not normally attached, and claims on cash, power, credit, etc.
Yes.
What does that mean?
If they buy credit, they will only put the receipt there, but they will not claim it. And they should claim it first. After, when they buy the cash power or the credits, then they come and attach the receipts there.
So first, there has to be a claim being raised.
Yes.
And then it has to pass through your office. You vet the
claim,
the trail, and then after which they can now make payment, and then the documentation upon the payment will now come back again to your office for vetting.
Yes.
But these things, they don't happen.
No.
So they will only. So the finance director who was the auditor and the finance director at the same time. Will I be fair to say the finance department, they were doing the auditing and the finance department at the same time and ignoring your unit?
Yes, they are ignoring my unit.
Now, you said number three, management normally fails to engage budget officers on availability of funds.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Sometimes when they brought a payment voucher that concerned a money, I normally wrote there as, you can ask the budget officer whether the fund is available or not.
You can ask the
budget officer,
yes,
whether the payment is available or not,
okay,
whether the fund is available or not.
Okay.
Yes.
But they don't do that.
No, they don't do that. Normally, the director of finance will tell me that no, why are we going to ask budget officer about this one? We should not ask him now. That's what he did. I said, for me, I read there whether the budget officer, please, budget officer, is the fund available or not?
Before you approve any spending?
Yes.
Now, number 4, you said the customers don't normally sign the invoices.
Yes.
Yes, please elaborate briefly.
The customers, there are customers who normally give them receipts and the invoices. There is a portion there in Basse Area Council requisition form.
Yes.
They never sign them.
Yes.
Yes.
And this doesn't happen?
It does not happen.
Number 5, you said salaries are prepared lately.
Yes.
They are prepared late.
Yes.
Why is that?
It's the finance department because they are the one preparing salaries.
So when you say prepared lately, what do you mean? How late do they prepare?
Because the other month will finish. The other month, this second or third day, we receive salary. Then.
So salaries, if they are paid, will be paid at a very late time.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time salary was paid?
Then before, when Edu was there.
Who is Edu?
That's the former acting finance director.
Edu, what is his full name? That seems to be a nickname. I think I've seen that somewhere.
Yes, it's Bubakar Kante. ML Kante or MN Kante.
Bubakar ML Kante.
Yes.
His nickname is Edu.
Yes.
Yes.
When Edu was there, we normally have our salaries 25th, 26th, 27th. Around that time, we have our salaries.
And then how about Mr. Suso?
Mr. Suso, until the following month.
Where was that money going to?
Huh?
Where was the money going to?
I don't know.
Because you suddenly have a change.
Yes.
When Mr. Kante was there, at least you were having your salary early.
Yes.
In the normal period that we have our salary is usually from the 25th, before the last day of the month.
Yes.
But Mr. Lyman Suso will now go to the next month.
Yes.
And we have also had from some witnesses here who work for the area council that you have not been paid salary for like 3 months.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Is it 3 months, more than 3 months, or?
No, it's more than 3 months.
It's more than 3 months.
Yes.
How long will you say you have sat without having salaries in Passer?
Passer. Now we are going to up to 4 months now.
Up to 4 months now, no salary.
No salary.
Was that happening at the time of the previous finance directors?
No.
That was not the case. Now, number 6 said most of the payments are made before photocopying the checks.
Yes.
What does this mean?
They normally did the payments without a copy of a check. Then they will brought the payment voucher to the audit.
So they will conduct the payment. Let's say, for example, if they are buying, let's say, cash power, or they're paying someone.
Yeah.
They will issue out the check, or
and give
maybe
it to
the person. But you will not have any copy.
Yes.
So when they come back to the audit unit, they will not be present to you any check.
Yes.
So how will you audit if you don't have a copy of a check?
I return the payment voucher.
You will always return them back.
Yes.
Will they now come back again? Will they now regularize and come back again with a proper check?
Yes.
Do they normally do that, or sometimes they don't come back at all?
Sometimes they do not come back, but sometimes they normally come back with the check.
Sometimes they will come back, sometimes they will not come back.
Yes.
And number 8, some of the staffs are using before that, number 7, the Director of Finance is doing pre-financing. What is that?
He'll normally take his own money and do the transaction of council's things.
Yes.
Then when he did that, and after when they asked them, they said we pre-finance this one.
So you have the Director of Finance
Yes.
So I can call it, he will loan the council money.
Yes.
So when, let's say, for example, you have to pay someone, let's say, $10,000, he will take it out from his own pocket
And give it to the council.
to the council.
Yes.
And he will only inform you after that has been done.
Yes.
But then does the CEO not know about that?
CEO, I think CEO knows it.
So why did they not stop this?
I don't know.
And you have brought this issue up,
Yes.
but it did not stop.
They said they stopped the pre-financing. Because when I told them that anytime I saw that this thing is pre-financed, I will not stamp the payment voucher and I will not sign it.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have been doing that.
Yes, I have been doing that.
And where does the finance director, who is supposed to be paid by the area council, where would the finance director get all this money?
Really, I don't know.
Do you recall what his salary is?
No.
You don't recall how much the finance has been paid?
Yes.
Do you have an estimate? Do you have a knowledge as to an estimate of how much they have been paid?
No, because I'm not used to the payroll, because they do not bring any payroll to me.
To you?
They normally did their salary payments without bringing payroll to me.
But is that normal for the
No,
finance
it's
director
only,
to be?
it's only this year, January, when the auditors told them that they should bring payroll to my office before any payment, any salary payment. That's
But
the time I saw. Since January up to date, I did not see any payroll.
Okay. So it is very abnormal for, but if the finance director is much more wealthier than the area council, then
I think
maybe he's in a position to be giving you guys money.
Maybe.
Because you have found out at some point when the system audit was being conducted that he has about $6 million or more in his account. So he, as the finance director employed by the area council, is much more richer than the area council.
So, yeah.
Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you?
No.
Why?
Because hence is the one helping area council.
Yes,
Maybe he is more rich than area council.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, number
Number 8.
8, yes. Said some staffs are using 2 different names and they are as follows. Mamadou Kande now works at, also has the same name, Mohammed Kande.
Yes.
You have Mamadou Silla, also known as Modu Silla.
Yes.
Soma Jalo, again, their name is Aja Soma Jalo. Wuri Bari is also known as Wuri Bella Bari. Haja Jafune has another name in the system,
Yes.
Aja Jafune. You have Gorgi Kande, also known as Gorgi Julde Kande. Mamadou Bari, also known as Modu Bari. Why was this happening?
I found it there. I found it there in their files.
Do you know whether it has any financial implications?
No.
You don't know.
No, I don't know anything. about
Before you came,
it. Yes.
were you who was the internal auditor before you came? Was there any internal auditor?
Yes, there was an internal auditor.
You forgot
I
the name.
forget the name, but the surname is Kuruma.
Was there any report?
Modibo Kuruma.
What's the name again?
Modibo Kuruma.
Modibo Kuruma.
Yes.
Did you find any report that he actually wrote in Basse Area Council, or?
I found him there, but then they redeploy him again as revenue collector. Then now he resigns.
At this point, is there any questions? Yes.
Yes. Mrs. Saho,
Yes.
why do you think it is necessary for you to highlight the use of double names by the staff of the council?
Because it's not safe. Maybe for the financial, maybe salaries, their names maybe appear 2 times. If it is Mohammed Kande and Mamadou Kande, and after they put as Muhammad Kande. It should be one, so that it will not bring confusion.
So that is for salaries. What about the payment of other forms of remuneration? Like if they are entitled to loan, if they are entitled for refund, do you think having these double names will have an impact? They can request for payments twice. Have you seen that in the vouchers?
No.
You've not seen?
Yes, I have not seen it in the vouchers.
So the only reason you highlighted this is because you have seen. So what informed you seeing this? Because there should be some documents showing you that this one document shows this name and another document shows another name. Is that not why you have it here in your report?
No. In their files.
Yes.
That's how I knew it.
Okay.
Yes, their files. Some names are there as, example like Mamadou Kande.
Yes.
Yes, when you go to his file, it's Muhammad Kande.
So this Mamadou Kande, is it in the ID card you see it, or is it just by way of
ID
calling
card.
him? Yeah?
ID card.
Okay. So which means in the documentations they have two different names.
Names, yes. In the documentation, they have two different names there.
Okay. So some you will have, in the documents they have in your office, they have one name, and in their official
personal,
documents, in their personal documents, they have a different name.
Yes.
Yes, Council, you can proceed. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much, Madam. You said you were redeployed from revenue collector to internal auditor.
Yes.
Were the grades the same?
Yes.
The same grades?
The same grade.
No, it wasn't a promotion. As you said, it's a deployment.
Yes.
Now, the other question I have for you is, you've told us that your first report was rejected. And the total amount of your observation of financial mismanagement is 91,250.
Yes.
And the observations you had on that same document on the finance director and your recommendations to the general counsel, and also the observations on the Sarengai Lumo. These were all just rejected outright.
Yes.
And when your second audit report came out, I've noticed that you have not brought in back some of these concerns that you have in your first report.
Yes.
Why was that?
I thought that they will reject it again. That's why I did not bring them.
But you were convinced that it happened. And some councillors were for you, some were against you.
Yes.
Don't you think it was prudent enough to bring it back again to show that you are really convinced that something wrong was done?
Yeah, I did not do that one.
Okay. Now, the other question I have for you is, let me see. The drawback on Manlafi Baji, how much was it?
I think it's 17,000.
But you did not state it in your letter to the CEO. You just state drawback to Malafi Baji.
If I did not forget, I think it's 17,000. That
Okay.
was a mistake then.
Can you cross-check and provide us with the evidence?
Okay.
Please note it so that we will not forget what we are asking you.
And I think this was the first report when it was tabled and rejected. And I guess I've asked you, why did you bring it up again? Because you were promised that it will be accepted by both the CEO and the chief executive, the chairperson. No, the other thing that I wanted to ask you, in your dispensation as the internal auditor, up to today, do you find it frustrating?
Yes.
And you're still working?
No.
You're still not working there?
Yes.
You're still working there?
No. Now I take leave of absence.
You took a leave of absence?
Yes.
But you're still in their payroll? They
No.
pay you end of month?
No.
You have not received it, but your name is on their payroll?
Yes, I have not received it yet.
Yeah, because you can claim for your back pay
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Your leave of absence is for how long?
It's for 1 year.
1 year. Why did you take a leave of absence for that long?
That one is my family affairs.
That's your family affairs. And is it leave of absence with salary or without salary?
Without salary.
Without salary.
Yes.
Thank you.
Council, continue.
Okay. Thank you. Now, let's go back to the audit report that we were discussing, 27th September 2021.
Okay.
We on number 9
Yes.
said at Yaya Instant
Yai.
Services,
Yai.
Yai.
Yes.
At Yai Instant Services Limited, we observed that some of the receipts given to the council do not tally with their receipt books, and some of the receipts given to the council are not recorded in their receipt books. Can you please explain that?
Yes, we went to Yai. Then they bought cash power and credits from Yai.
So Yai is a business entity
Yes, it's a business entity.
that sells cash power
Yes.
and what?
MoneyGram.
MoneyGram.
Yes. And credits.
Okay, go on.
Then director, CEO, they normally bought cash power from Yai.
Okay.
Then one day we went there because our payment vouchers, there are so many Yai Financial Service receipts there.
Yeah.
They attached on them.
Yes.
So then I sit and said, this one I'm not comfortable with it.
Okay.
Because though Yai is at the next door of area council,
Yes.
but still there is also a NAWEC around, and NAWEC will be more easier than Yai. Yai maybe their units will be faster.
So it's going to be much more cheaper to deal with NAWEC.
Yes, NAWEC will be the cheaper than
yes.
Yai.
Okay.
That's how we started. Then I went to Yai.
So when you saw the transactions
Yes.
that they are engaging with Yai Instant Services,
Yes.
who sells cash power and credit and does MoneyGram business,
Yes.
you found out that it was not usual because it wasn't normal,
It's not normal, yes.
because you have NAWEC just next door.
Yes, NAWEC also is not far from us.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, just next door. So basically, there's no reason as to why even cash power they'll be buying from this particular dealer and not the parent dealer itself, NAWEC,
Yes.
who probably would be way cheaper. So please proceed then. What did you do?
Then I went to Yai and checked their books, whether I will see that receipt I have, whether I will see it in their books. Then we checked there, we did not see it.
So the receipts that you are given,
Yes.
they do not feature anywhere. They do not appear anywhere. You can't see, you can't trace it in the receipts book of Yai.
Yai. Then that's why we also wrote there they should not do any business with Yai, because Yai, they are not audited.
So when the finance director's office, they give you a receipt, let's say for example cash power that is being bought, let's say $5,000 for the area council, and they will present to you. Usually we know that they will only present to you the after payments have been done. They will not give you the receipts of the purchase of a cash power.
Yes.
Let's say they spend $5,000 on that particular purchase?
For their residents, they normally buy it from Yai's Financial Services, but maybe 1,000, 1,005. But I'm not comfortable with it. That's why I said, hence area council is buying a cash power from NAWEC. I think we should all buy cash power from NAWEC.
So the area council buys cash power?
Yes, from
NAWEC.
Yes.
Now, that's very important for us to understand.
Okay.
That the purchase of cash power is in two folds.
Yes.
One, you have the cash power being bought for the residents of who? The finance director?
And the CEO.
And the CEO. These two.
Yes.
They will purchase the cash power separately.
Yes.
From a private dealer.
Yes.
Called Yai.
Yai.
And then, while the area council will purchase cash power from NAWEC.
Yes.
And it's the same area council money that they are using. Why is that the case?
Yes, because we went there, hence we did not see the receipt, the other copy of the receipt in the book. That's the time we said we should not do any business with Yai.
Okay.
Yes.
And then?
Then I came to office and I told CEO about it. I told Director of Finance about it. But what Director of Finance told me, it hurts me.
What did he tell you?
He told me that, Fatsao, you don't have any capacity to stop us, what we wanted to do.
Lavinso told you?
Yes.
When you confronted them?
Yes.
That their dealings with Yai in relation to cash power?
Yes.
It's not lawful. Because even when you went to conduct your own audit, you realize that the receipts that you are given after they conduct payment does not tally with what they have in Yai, their receipt book.
Yes.
So whether it has been forged, whether they have a very separate receipt book, you don't know, because you could not make any sense out of what you are given and what Yai have in relation to receipt book, and they should all be one and the same.
Yes.
So he now tells you that you don't have any capacity to tell them what they should do.
Yes.
Okay. And how did you see that comment?
I feel bad on that day. I went back to CEO and I told him that I wanted to resign. He said, no, you should not resign. Director will tell you this, but there will be time coming when you upgrade yourself. You will also be an expert of audit. Then he told me those questions. Then that makes me calm. Then I went back to my office.
What does he mean, the finance director, when he told you you don't have a capacity? Was he saying you don't have the power to challenge him, or that you don't have the qualification to challenge him?
It means I don't have the qualifications
to talk to him.
Yes.
About what he was doing.
Yes.
That which was illegal.
Illegal, yes.
But must you be an auditor to even know that doesn't make sense? What I mean is, you will agree that one does not have to even be an auditor to even understand that the receipts must tally.
Yes.
You don't have to be an auditor to know that what you told him is the actual fact.
Okay.
I am saying,
yes,
when it comes to capacity, he is telling you that you don't have the capacity, you don't have the qualifications.
Yes.
I am saying that if you pick anyone who has a reasonable thinking, that person does not need to have a financial training to know that Lamin Suso, what he was doing was wrong.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
That is why you knew that what he was doing was wrong. But had it been that you have gone to check Yai, their financial books and their receipts, and you see that it tallies, maybe you wouldn't have told him or confronted him the way you did.
Yeah.
But what you saw, was that not similar to fraudulent actions?
Yes.
Was that an evidence of fraud?
Yes, it's the evidence of fraud.
Exactly.
Now, Mrs. Saho.
Yes.
Would it be true to say that the council is using receipts books which are different from the GTRs? Is it possible that the council uses some other receipts books that they print on their own? Given this statement you made, we have put this same question to some revenue collectors to find out the fact that, which we have, that sometimes the receipts that are presented to the auditors is different from the receipts that are issued in the field. So is it possible that the council has two sets of receipts?
It may be possible, but I didn't know anything about that one, ma.
Yes. So I'm asking you, as a former revenue collector,
Yes.
have you not come across that situation?
No.
All right.
I never used this GTR. It's only the digital system.
This is system you use.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Now, let me just ask the last question.
Okay.
Now, would we be correct to say that it is because of your lack of capacity, that is why they redeployed you to the audit office so that they can perpetuate their fraudulent activities? Because they know that you don't have capacity,
Yes,
and you cannot challenge them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, number 10, you said YAI is not also audited.
Yes.
Please explain.
I asked the lady there whether she has been audited before. She said no.
Okay. Now, number 11, you said, sorry, some people's names are being used to make some claims without their consent.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means that
Before we get to this one, were you able to put together all the transactions based on the vouchers you have been given as to how much business transaction was given to YAI Instant Services? Were you able to do a calculation or a tabulation of all the invoices
no.
and the receipts?
No.
If we ask you to do that, will you be able to get the invoices from the office and do that calculation?
There are invoices.
You know, you said you had some receipt books and some invoices. And we are asking whether it is possible, whether you have done a calculation to know the volume of transaction
No.
that
I
they
never
did
did
with
that.
YAI. You never had that.
No.
But is it possible to calculate what what the council has, what this the CEO and the finance director has transacted with YAI through the receipts of payment that you have paid?
Huh? I don't think I will be able to do that because, you know, these payment vouchers, there are many. And I wouldn't know whether it is in this file or this file. That will be a problem for me.
So in other words, you are telling us that you don't have a proper filing system.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, so with regards to some people's names being used to make some claims without their consent,
Yes.
what do you mean?
I mean that there are some people at the office. You will see their names on a claim, and they will, if you ask them, they will tell you that I don't know which time this claim was written. Me, I'm not the owner of this claim.
So who?
Then.
Yes. Then.
Yes.
Then as in when?
2021.
So who will be raising these claims? Usually. Finance?
Yes, finance will be raising the claims.
They will raise claims that XYZ has to be paid.
Yes.
And then the names that you see, if you go and confront those people, they know nothing about those payments.
Yes.
And how many times have this been occurring? Was it something that that's usually happening?
I saw it once. So since from that time, I'm not seeing it anymore.
But before 2021, do you know whether it had been happening?
No, I didn't know because then I was not there.
Was there any handing over done when you assumed office?
Handing?
Handing over.
No.
There was no handing over.
There is no handing over.
So you don't know anything that happened before you
Yes.
assume?
Yes.
Who were some of these people that prepared the vouchers for this sort of payments? Is it the cashier?
Yes, the cashier.
And who is the cashier?
Ndaba Kurubari.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Then the time I was telling this thing, that time Daba was not the cashier. I forget the guy, but Daba was not there because me and Daba the same day we start work together. Yes. Then Daba was not there.
Okay.
But I forget the cashiers. Maybe CEO will know it or director of finance.
Okay.
I find number 12 very, very, very interesting. You said that the securities normally close work earlier than their closing time. And there was a time, that was last week before you submitted the report, that there was a madman that entered one of the offices.
Yes.
So why is that? Why would you not have security throughout?
They don't have tight security there.
But why? Why would they go home early?
They normally come to work 8 o'clock.
And they go home early, like us, early as
2 o'clock.
When council should close when?
4.
But maybe they are not paid well, that's why. They are not paid adequately.
Maybe, but on that day, the madman has come to the office. He entered into my office. Then I was alone there.
What? That's very serious.
Yes. Then that's the time when I saw him, I made myself that if I am sleeping, then he went out. That's the time I also ran to the other office.
Where was the CEO, the finance director, where were they?
They were in their offices.
Maybe the man should have gone to their office, maybe, rather than coming to your office as a woman. Because it is their responsibility to make sure that there is security. Is that not the case?
Yes.
But then again, if the area council's money has been squandered like what we have seen in Basse, and most area councils, if not all, that this is what you have. In your case, you don't pay people's salary for more than 3 months, 4 months. You can't blame them if they have to close at 2 p.m.
But then that was not the case. Then we are having our salaries, though on the second day of the other month, but they are paying our salaries.
But you are paid late?
Late, yes.
Okay. That's all right. So, number 13, you can turn to the next page.
Sorry, I don't have that one here. I lost it.
You don't have number 13?
Yes.
You don't have it?
It's not here.
Is that incomplete? We have the original, the exhibit. Can we show the witness the exhibit? Yes, so I have just shown you.
Okay.
You can turn to page, the next page.
Okay.
Yes, what do we have there?
Vendors always entered the council's premises anytime and will be selling and entering in the offices.
So there is no order in Basse Area Council? There is no order in Basse Area Council?
That's how we will call it.
Yes. And then the next one is what? What do we have next?
The budget officer is not a member of the project committee.
And why is that important?
To my understanding, I think it's important for the budget officer to be a member of project committees because of to know whether the fund is available there or not.
Okay. In fact, do you know whether that committee is even functional? Do you know whether it's operational? Do they really have a committee, as you have mentioned, that is really operating the way it's supposed to be?
No,
They don't have that.
I don't think.
Please move to the next one, next finding.
About 99 employees of the council are paid in cash, which amount to the total of approximately 189,000.
Is this still happening in Basse?
No, now it's not happening because we told them that everything should be banked now.
Since when was this happening?
This was happening before, since 2021.
Until?
Until
When did it stop? When did it stop? When?
It stopped at last year, 2022.
Two.
Yes.
So most of
the
the employees,
is now.
in fact, you said 99 employees. Is it
Yes.
99 employees, you mean? That's the number of the employees that were paid
I
in
wanted
cash.
to put there as 99%
Percent.
of it. Yes.
Okay, so only 1% were paid through bank
Yes.
payment, but all the others were paid
In the-
through cash.
Cash, yes.
How were you paid?
Who, me?
Yes, at this time,
Banked.
through bank.
Yes, through bank.
But how about the other revenue collectors?
Now they are all in banks.
They're all in banks.
Yes.
So who were the people paid through cash?
It's the court members.
The
CFOs and the court members.
CFOs, the court members.
Yes.
Now, number 16, you said Aisato Balde, a revenue collector, went for maternity leave for more than 6 months.
For more than 6 months.
Who approved this?
I think it's the CEO.
CEO.
Yes.
Number 7, you said the salaries for some staffs are increased and are not included in their appointment letters. Example, Mohammed Sisoho is security at Sabi and for the camera security at Basse Health Center.
Yes.
So they have their salaries increased
Yes, but they did not put it in their
in their appointment letter.
appointment letters.
Who sanctioned their increment? Who gave the instructions that they should be increased?
I don't know that one, but I saw this one on their files.
In the files. Did
Yes.
you ask the CEO, the finance director?
Yes.
Who did you ask?
I asked the CEO about it,
Okay.
but he said he's not aware of it.
How about the finance director?
No, I did not ask finance director.
Why?
Nothing. Hence, CEO told me that he's not aware of it. I don't think finance director also is aware of it. That's why I did not ask him.
Okay. Now, the allowances on the payroll are not separated. What is that?
Yes, if my salaries and the allowances, they all come at the same column.
Okay.
Yeah.
19, the market collectors and the Lumo collectors.
Sorry, before you proceed, did you discuss this with the finance people, the cashier and the acting finance manager, to indicate that this must be done separately because it's their job to do that?
Yes, the finance director,
Did you?
Lamin Susu.
Yes. Did you talk to him on this?
Yes,
And
then
what
they
is-
separate it now.
They separated now.
Yes, though I'm not receiving the payroll, but January I saw it. The allowances is having his own column, and the salaries also is having his own column.
So now, as auditor, have they submitted the complete payroll to you?
No,
And who is having the payroll?
Director of Finance.
No, thank you.
All right.
Council, you may proceed.
Number 20, you said, number 19, the market collectors and the Lumo collectors are not rotating.
Yes,
Why is that important? Why is it important that they must rotate?
they must rotate because if you stay at one place for a while, that may bring something fraud.
That may encourage fraud, because then you become too comfortable in it.
Yes.
In that place.
Yes.
And therefore you will have time to actually get used to the people you collect revenue from,
Yes.
and then create your own avenue wherein you can really commit some financial malpractice.
Yes.
And still now, what do you know? Do you know whether they are now rotating?
Yes, they are now rotating.
Since when?
Since this time,
Is it since after
this report.
After this report, or after this system report?
After this report.
After this report.
Yes.
Now, number 20 said the redeployed employees' appointment letter are not changed. What is that?
What?
Number 20.
Number 20.
The deployed employees' appointment letters are not changed.
Yes.
Number 20. Number 20.
Yes, some they put their redeployment, and the other ones they put their appointment letters. If they redeploy you, still in your file there will be as appointment letter. They just put their appointment letter, no redeployment letter. That's what I mean.
Okay. Number 21, Babukar MJ Kante and Fatu Balde on studies are still receiving all their allowances. Is that Babukar Edu?
Yes.
That was the former acting finance director.
Yes.
Who was the finance manager but then went on study leave.
Yes.
You are saying they still receive their allowances?
Yes, then they still their allowances. But when I wrote to, when I report this audit report, I think they change it now.
You think, or you're sure?
I think. I'm not sure.
So you're not sure that it is no longer the case?
Yes.
When you say allowance, does it involve their salary as well?
No, their salary, that one is the basic salary. But the allowances,
allowances that they are on top of the salary?
Yeah.
So which means that they are having it in full?
Full, yes.
As if they are still working for the Air Council?
Yes.
Actively? Number 22 is the last one. You said the CEO and the Director of Finance are giving telephone allowances and Council always buys credit for them.
Yes.
Yes.
They are having telephone allowances, and yet still they normally buy credits from YAI. So, and to my understanding, I think that if you are having telephone allowance, no need for you to for Council to buy credits for you.
So on top of the telephone, how much do they have for telephone allowance each? Do you know?
No, I didn't know. But last time I asked CEO, she said 1,005. I did not ask director about it, but for the CEO, he said 1,005.
But as the audit officer, you mean this these expenditures, they don't pass through your office?
No.
At all?
At all.
You have never seen any payment voucher or whatsoever regarding the telephone or the credit allowance of the CEO and finance director?
Yes, this one, credit, they are credits.
Yes.
They normally pass through internal audit. But the telephone allowance, that one, they give them every end of month.
Every end of month?
Yes.
So for CEO, 115?
Yes, that's what he told me. If I did not forget, that's what he told me.
Okay. And then, but then for the
finance director,
for the credit that they buy on periodical basis, once in a while.
Yes.
Where do they get this money? Is this not Council's money?
It's Council's money.
But do they come for pre-auditing?
Sometimes.
For the credit?
Yes.
What is the range of the amount of credit that they buy?
500.
500 a day, or every 2 days, every 3 days, 1 week?
No, it will not be every day.
How often do they come for the credit?
Maybe every week.
Every week?
Yes.
So every week sometimes they come. Is it a fixed amount?
No, they normally, I normally saw the documents. That's why I asked you about it.
You normally saw the documents?
Documents when they brought it, this credit is for Director of Finance or the CEO is 500. That's why we also went to YAI.
What documents do you see?
The credits.
Is it this?
The receipts.
Of purchase?
Yes.
Not trying to send you documents to you for you to vet, like purchase orders being raised and all. Do you only see the receipts of payment being done?
Yes.
And then what do you do with those documents? Do you stamp them? Do you authenticate them?
Yes, I sign them.
Why?
Then after then, I told you about it, and the auditors also came. Then they said no, hence they are having telephone allowance. They should not buy credits.
But what I mean is, why will you sign them when you know they didn't run that through you first? There was no pre-auditing on that.
Yes, there was no pre-auditing. When they bought it already, that's the time they brought this the payment voucher and the receipts.
But why do you sign it then? Because you remember that there were other instances where you refused to sign documents or vouchers or receipts that had already been paid for.
Yes.
But why this one?
It was a mistake then.
It was a mistake. You made some recommendations.
Now, before you go to the recommendation, you've highlighted and you've made reference to section 24 of the Local Government Finance and Audit Act in your report.
Okay.
On the Audit and Accounts Committee.
Okay.
So my question is, the Audit and Accounts Committee is merged because what the law provides is an accounts is a local government accounts committee.
Yes.
Which is provided by section 24.
Okay.
Which you highlighted.
Yes.
However, the number of membership that you told this commission is different from what is contained in section 24. Did you realize that? Because in section 24, it is telling you that you have to have 9 members and 4 will be a quorum. So, whilst this committee is sitting, at no time do you have the 9 members, the 9 full members representing the committee.
Yes, we have 4.
You have only 4?
4, yes.
That is against what the provision of the law is saying. The law clearly provides the number and the people that are supposed to be in that committee.
Okay.
Did you ever have time to look at the Finance and Audit Act?
No.
You've never gone through it?
Sometimes, but not that much.
Were you taken through this act by the Auditor General when you were doing your training? Were you trained or informed about what the law is in the Finance and Audit Act of the local council?
No.
You were never taken through the act?
No.
The same act has also provided in section 26. It also provided who you are responsible to and what you are supposed to do as part of your TOR.
Okay.
So we have noted, and based on your evidence, we have seen that you were not given TOR pursuant to what the law is saying. Is that so?
Yeah.
All right. Council, you may proceed.
Any other question from the commissioners? Yes. So you made some recommendations as per your findings.
Yes.
We can just briefly discuss them, but because it appears as if you were just to every finding there was a recommendation. So we'll just discuss them generally.
Okay.
Now, the first you said all claims, including night allowances, cash power, credits, and others should be attached with an authentic supporting document, because that was not what was happening.
Yes.
Now, the budget officer should always be asked about the availability of funds before any payment is made. We have discussed this. We have said that that was not a procedure that they were doing. And all claims should be attached with a requisition form. Number 4, invoices, receipts, and supporting documents should always be signed for authentication. 5, salaries should be prepared on the 15th of every month so that it can be audited before on the 25th of the month. Number 6, all the checks should be photocopied and attached to the various vouchers for the payment, before payment is being done for reference purpose. 7, pre-financing has to stop with immediate effect. 8, if the CEO or the director of finance is traveling, it should sign at least maximum of 2 checks to avoid pre-financing and financial mismanagement. Do they do that now?
Yes.
Are you doing that currently?
Yes.
Since when? Is it since after the system audit?
Yes.
9, staff should be using one name. 10, the council should stop businesses with Yaya instant services and should be buying cash power at NOEC and CUG for internal purpose. Do you have CUG?
Before, but now no.
As in, when did it stop?
It stopped since I was a collector.
Is it not cheaper to have CUG?
What?
Is it not cheaper
It's
to
cheaper.
have CUG? So why do they not have it? Do you know why?
No, I don't know.
Do you know why they stopped it?
No.
Who stopped the CUG?
I think it's the management.
Do you know whether it was a management decision or it was just an individual or 2 people who decide? Well, we see it's only the CEO and the finance director and of course their team
Yes.
that will be calling the shots in bus areas as to deciding what will happen and what will not happen. And also the chairman.
Yes. I didn't know why they stopped it.
Are you aware of any general council meeting or any contrast committee meetings?
No.
You're not aware of any? Now you said the budget officer number 14 should be a member of the projects committee for him to advise them on how much budgeted on a particular project. Do they have that now? Is he now a member of the committee?
No.
Number 15, all staffs, including the court members and CFO, should be paid by bank, through bank, except for the disabled, to avoid bringing huge amounts of money to the council to avoid risk of embezzlement. It should be done before next month. Is that being done?
Yes. But the savers and the court members are still at the pay table.
They are still being paid through cash.
Cash, yes.
Now you said 16, Aisha Balde should report to work with immediate effect and should explain why she went for mandatory leave for more than 6 months. Was she back?
Yes, he's back.
17, since the salaries for some staffs are increased, it should be included in the appointment letters. 18, allowance should be separated for easy verification. 19, since the revenue of council is decreasing, the revenue collectors and the LUMO collectors should be frequently rotating to know the actual revenue.
Yes.
Now 20, the appointment letters of all the deployed employees should be changed. Babukar, MJ Kanti and Fatu Balde are on studies. They should not be given their allowances. You are saying at some point that has stopped.
Yes.
Now, your first audit report, the one with no date, can you turn to that one? Do you have it with you?
No. It's not with me here.
You don't have it. Can we show the witness the exhibit that we have tendered? Honorable Commissioner, Chairperson.
Which exhibit are you referring to, Council?
I forgot the exhibit number. It is just the attachment. It is the statement of the witness that we've just tendered.
Yes.
The attachment with respect to the
002.
yes, I believe the first audit report, Basse Area Council Audit and Accounts Committee report on facts finding. 002, yes. I'm grateful. Yes, so turn to the first audit report that you prepared with your team. Do you see it?
Yes.
Why did you not sign it?
Pardon?
Why did you not sign the document?
Then I didn't know anything about the audit.
Council, can we be guided which of the attachments?
The one headed Basse Area Council Audit and Accounts Committee report on facts finding. It should be the last one of the last exhibit. It has no date.
Audit and Account Subcommittee, not that one?
No.
No, not that one.
Basse Area Council Audit and Account Committee reports on facts findings.
The one starting with the reference to section 24. Is that the one?
It has a subheading,
Yes.
Observations on Financial
Yes.
Mismanagement. Yes. Yes, that's it, section 24. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, so this is the first audit report that you prepared.
Yes.
That was before you went to the
Internship.
to intern at the internal audit department
Yes.
for 6 months. So you conducted this audit together with a student from the UTG.
Yes.
You said?
Yes.
What is her name again?
Fatu Gay.
Fatu Gay. And you said she was studying accounting.
Accountancy.
Accountancy. Now, there were findings.
Sorry. Can you recall when this was done?
Is that
Which
August?
month? Which year? Which year?
2021.
21 August.
August.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So there were, the first is August 2021, and the second one is in September.
Yes.
Now, this was the report of the audit exercise that came as a result of the information you had from the CEO.
Yes.
That some monies were not reflecting on the screen.
Green. Yes.
Monies being the ones that the collectors would have had from the market or in the field.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yeah.
And so when you called the implicated individuals, we have on the list is Sori Silla and Soma Jalo.
Yes.
She collected about 16,250 and gave it to the finance director.
Yes.
The other one is Sori Lamin Mane
Yes.
for $49,000 and gave the money to the finance director.
Yes.
Manku Mane 7,000. Basamba Jaune 19,000.
Yes.
So you have a total of $91,250 was collected and used illegally, and all the collectors agreed that they gave the money to the finance director.
Yes.
So this is just part of the findings of the general finding,
Yes.
but it's the main finding. Do you know whether this was happening before you had the report from the CEO? When you were a revenue collector,
Yes.
do you know whether the CEO Lyman Suso was engaging in this activity?
002.
The director.
Yes.
Whether he was doing it?
Yes, before.
No.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Have you yourself been? Have you yourself had any experience personally regarding him requesting money from you?
No.
You did not. How many years were you since 2016 or 2018?
2018, I was a
Revenue collector.
2018, 2019, 2020.
Now, on the second point, you said observations on finance director. You said first, the amount 91,000 was illegally spent by the director. What do you mean illegally spent?
Because the money was not deposited in the bank.
And there was no evidence of.
And yes, there is no evidence of whether there is a document that will show us that this money has been used by this.
But he always says to these people that and he needs the money because council will have to spend it on something.
Yes, that's what he said, but we are not seeing the document, so that's why.
Okay. Now, he said, in reference to Part 4 of the Local Government Act, the Director of Finance failed on his duty to advise the CEO. Is that with respect to depositing the monies to the bank or what?
Yes.
Advise as in what form? What do you mean by advise the CEO?
You should advise him to to deposit these monies into bank than to bring it like that at the office to spend it like that.
Now, you said the Director of Finance unilaterally, that is by himself, used council's money without the knowledge of the CEO, who is the accounting officer of the council.
Yes.
What do you mean when you say without the knowledge of the CEO?
Because if you ask CEO about it, he said, I did not know anything about this. So that means that maybe Director of Finance normally do things without the consent of the CEO.
Have you asked CEO, have you asked the finance director whether CEO knows about this?
Yes, I asked Finance Director about it. He said CEO knows something about it. But when they sit together and we ask the CEO and the director, the CEO told us that he did not know anything about it.
He called you and who?
Director of Finance, and the director did not tell us anything.
Okay. Now,
Sorry, let me get that clear. Are you telling the commission that during the course of confrontation, that is to say, the CEO and the Director of Finance, together with you,
yes,
when you put the information across to them with respect to some of these transactions,
yes,
the CEO said he is not aware of these transactions.
yes,
And then at that point, the Director of Finance did not challenge that statement.
yes.
All right. Thank you.
yes. Any questions? Yes. So we'll come to the part of the CEO as to what you had on that column. But then the other issue is you said the Director of Finance also used the money without following the due process, the due procedures.
Yes.
Now that is already an established fact. We know that to be a fact. Number one, the supporting documents, they are not intact to support a certain type of payments. Number two, payments will be made, and after which sometimes they will come to you to stamp these documents. And you have said in most occasions you will refuse.
Yes.
Is that your evidence?
Yes.
You said the Director of Finance illegally gave cash amounted to $900 to Basamba Jaune for christening ceremony.
Yes.
When was this? 2021?
2021.
How did you find out?
We asked Basama Jaune about it.
About what?
About that director gave him 900.
Now, how did you know that 900 was given to Basamba?
Yes. Then there was a Christian ceremony here in Combos.
Yes.
Then Basama went to collect money, and he came to office.
Yes.
And there, when there is you have program, normally we contributed.
Yes.
Some will pay $200, some will pay $100 and give it to the person. So that's how we gave it to Basama. Now, the director also said the other people who supposed to go to that Christian ceremony, they has already gone. So he took money from Basama. He took money and give it to Basama so that they can add it on top of that, the other money we have been contributed. Yes, that's how we see the things.
Let me find out.
Okay.
I believe this $900 is a mistake. It's not 900 but $9,000. Am I correct?
No, it's 900, if I can remember.
Were you there when he was giving by somebody 900?
No, I was not there. But
how did you confirm that it was 900, not 9,000?
It's Basama who told me.
That the Director of Finance gave him $900.
$900, yes.
So
it's not even Basama. Director of Finance gave him 900. Basama gave him 900 for him to send it to the people going to Combo.
Yes. Now what I'm asking is that that 900. How are you sure it's not the money? It's not personal money to the Director of Finance. It's not money from the council. It's not revenue money.
No, it's revenue money.
How did you know it's revenue money?
Because Basama told us that he went to collect money from Mansajang.
Okay.
Mansajang Kunda.
So did he tell you how much he collected in total?
No, he did not tell me.
So how are you sure that it is 900, not 9,000?
He told me that it's 900 that he gave it to him.
And you believe that it's 900, not 9,000?
Yes, I believe it.
So if you are told it is not 900, it's 9,000, what would you say?
I'll be surprised then.
But that he lied to you?
Yes.
All right. So, but then in their presence, he said he gave 900.
900, yes.
All right.
Yes, the other one is, you said, according to Lamin Mane and Sorisila, that of finance instructed them to bring the money to his office, which is not in line with the what is the PFM?
It's the PFM and council's resolution.
I mean, what is PFM?
PFM is the process of the reforms.
No, it's public finance management.
Yes, public finance management, yes. Thank you.
And the council's resolution.
Yes.
Minute. Are you sure it's the public finance management or the public finance manual? It cannot be management because the act provides for the
Maybe it's
public
the
finance manual,
Manual,
that
yes.
you should work within what is provided for in the finance manual.
Manual, yes.
And I don't think you have a finance manual. Do you have?
No.
You don't.
So I don't think it's management. It is
It's
public
manual.
finance manual.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, so you have the vouchers he brought later to this fund didn't tally with the total amount. What do you mean?
Yes, he brought the vouchers to our office, and it didn't tally with the amount.
Which vouchers are you referring to?
The vouchers he spent this 91,250.
Okay, so he brought you some vouchers,
Yes.
and it did not support the monies that were taken.
Yes.
That is when he was trying to prove that the monies that he took from the collectors were spent on council's activities.
Activities, yes.
But in fact, we know that should not even be the normal procedure in the first place, because he has no authority to spend money of this magnitude before or while it's not passing through audit.
Yes.
Now you have some observations on the part of the CEO. The first, you said the CEO approves vouchers without actually knowing whether the fund is available or not.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Yes, he proved the payment, and after, when we asked the budget officer whether the fund is available or not, the budget officer will tell us that no, there is no fund.
There's no fund.
Yes.
And then he also approves vouchers without proper consultation.
Yes.
That is to consult with the budget officer to know as to whether funds are present, they are available or not.
Not, yes.
Now, when all these things are happening, should the CEO not know that he should know or consult with the budget officer before approving any expenditure?
I think he knows that better than me.
Exactly. So why would he? What do you think is the reason as to why he will approve these payments? So if he knows that better than you, and he now turns back to tell you that he does not know what the finance director was doing, would you believe it?
No.
Exactly. That is the point I was trying to drive at when he said that he does not know what the finance director was engaging into.
Okay.
Now you made some general observations. You said there is no authentic supporting document for some claims and invoices. We have seen that in the second report. For some claims, the requisition form is not normally attached. Example, claims on cash power and credits. Now, management failed to engage budget officer. You've already highlighted that. The customer does not normally sign the invoice. We know that is a practice in PASE. We also observe that most of the payments are made before photocopying the checks. We also observe that the Director of Finance is doing pre-financing. Now, this is the report. Now, you had some observation on this Sarengai Lumo. You turn to the next page. He said some of the vendors told us that the collectors always give them ticket, but we'll tell them to leave it. What does that mean?
Observation on Sarangai Lumo.
Yes, in the Lumo at Sarangai Lumo.
Yes.
So have you gone to the Lumo yourself to conduct this auditing?
Yes.
So you have done some exercise. You have gone to the Lumo, to Sarah Bojo, to
Yes.
actually find out the relationship between the vendors
And the collectors.
and the collectors.
Yes.
Because you were a collector before, and so you know what usually happen.
Yeah.
But we'll come to that. Now, when you went to Sarangai Lumo, what were your main observations?
My main observations are that vendors told us the collectors always give them ticket, but we'll told them to leave it.
What does that mean?
That means if they issue a ticket to a vendor,
Yes.
some vendors, they will tell you that, no, I don't want this ticket because this ticket will make me not to have things that I'm supposed to have. Then you keep this ticket there. But as a collector, you should place the ticket down there, because when the auditors come, they will not know that whether the person gives you that ticket. When they give you ticket, just place it down there, so that when the auditors come, they will find out that you have issued a ticket. But if you pick the ticket and give it to someone, that means that you are doing something bad, because you are going to sell that other ticket also to have something, and that money will not reflect on the machine.
On the machine, yes.
Yes.
We will understand that in the second point. The second point, you said some said they always give them one ticket to share. That is two people sharing one ticket.
Yes.
Can you explain?
If they gave them one ticket,
yes,
they will tear it. This one will take $5. This one also will $5, because a ticket is $10.
So a ticket at the market is $10.
Yes.
So if you have two vendors,
yes,
you have my good friend, the registrar, the man with the beard, and another person. So the two of them are vendors. So if I come as a collector, instead of each paying $10, of course they will pay $10. Because I, as a collector, I will not move or go without them paying. Because they're already there.
Yes.
So if they give me each $10, I will now issue one ticket and cut it in the middle.
Yes.
And then give each one half.
Yes.
So there will be a $10 that is not accounted for.
Yeah.
So that is usually done across.
Yes, that's what the vendors told me.
Yes, they will be saying the truth.
Yeah.
They have no reason to lie over $10. You understand? We know in our own individual capacity.
Yeah.
Every day we go to the market. Every day we have our individual daily routines.
Yes.
But then the evidence that is coming from you is nothing new in this country, but it's important that you are saying it. It's very important.
Yes.
It cannot come from us. It cannot come from the commissioners. So that's what they do, and the vendors will tell you these things openly.
Yes.
That they will give them one ticket and they will cut it in the middle, and each of them will share one ticket.
Yes. That's why we wrote it in our report.
Of course, naturally. And now I'm only beginning to imagine how much financial loss it will cause to the area council if this practice is not stopped.
Yeah.
You may look at it as, for example, it's only $110 for one vendor, but how many people are you collecting these monies from? And if you can be corrupt up to this low amount, then what makes us believe that when the monies are really huge or huge sums, you will not be corrupt? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now, still on Sarah Ngai Lumo. You said a woman, that's number 3, a woman also said she gave them $5 as duty, but was not given a ticket.
Yes. That woman told me that she gave $5 to the collector, but collector did not give her any ticket. But I told the woman that
yes,
the collector will not give you a ticket, because if the collector give you a ticket, he's supposed to pay $5.
Yes.
on top of it.
That
That's
would
why
take
he did not give you ticket. He only take your money and go. Then that money belongs to the collector, not the council.
So the idea is one either one of the practice they will do, or some of the collectors will do, to be fair, because it's not all collectors that are corrupt. You may have one or two that would not want to engage in this practice.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes.
So you will have two people sharing one ticket, or you issue out
$5.
No, you receive $5, half the price, half the amount, or half the fee, which is how much? $10.
Yes.
So you receive half of it, $5, and not issue out the ticket. So
Yes.
that will not reflect in the machine, because
Yes.
it will appear as if you have not received that particular money.
Yeah.
And so that will go into the pocket of.
The collector.
And now, that was why it is a problem when you don't rotate these revenue collectors.
Yes.
Because then, if that particular person is the one responsible for a particular area or a particular lumo, then the most likely situation is there will not be another collector to come there.
Yeah.
So if no one comes there again, the vendor would not have the problem of being confronted by someone else as to you have to pay again, because only one person is attached to an area.
Yes.
And so once I'm done here and I've done my corrupt practices in this area, I am assured that no one else is coming back after to see whether they can really confront these vendors again.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes, that's the case.
Now, lastly, on Sarah Ngai Lumo, you said some of the vendors don't know the actual purpose of paying the ticket.
Yes.
Yes, why is this important?
For that one, she said, they said in the report.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they gave them the, some said they always give them the money and will take the ticket
back. Yes.
Let her explain.
Exactly. Some said they always give them the money and will take the ticket back. What is that? What does that mean?
Yes. When they issue the ticket, they give them $10, and after they will pick that ticket again and give it to someone.
You see, these people, sometimes you want to pity them, they have not been paid salary. But maybe, Basse, I'm not sure whether there's a cause in Basse or not. That it's just sad what is happening in Basse. And it's all over. It's all over. It's all the area councils. It's what they do.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. You and I know that this is a problem, and it's still occurring, and there's no way that people can be changed. It's very sad.
Sad.
So sometimes, on the one hand, you want to pity the people for not being paid their salaries, but on the other hand, Basse is just a mess. Sorry for my language. Now, the last one, he said some of the vendors don't know the actual purpose of paying the ticket. Please explain to us.
Yes. When we went there, we asked some vendors that, do you normally pay this ticket? They told us that yes, but still we did not see any benefits. Because we normally give them money, and after we gave them ticket also. I told the other vendor that, don't you know that this money is coming back to you guys again? He told me, how? I told him that's why Basse Area Council is making your lumos, the roads, the toilets, and the market itself. Basse Area Council normally come here and give and make your market, and if you don't have road, they build road for you.
Okay.
That man told me, that lady told me that for us, we never knew that all these monies will came back to us.
Yeah.
I told them that anytime they issue you the ticket, give them money. If you give them money, don't give them back your ticket. Otherwise, it will not be good for you guys, because your lumo will not be made. It will be just like how it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is the state of the lumo? When you went to audit in Sarangai Lumo, what did you find? The environment? Just tell us, give us an account as to what you found on the ground, the toilet facilities, if any,
Yes.
the stores, also. Just tell us what you know about the Lumo, what you found.
Yes, the toilets are there. They have toilets there.
The state of are these up to standard toilets, or are they really in a bad situation?
No.
Yes.
The water is a problem, a big problem there. And they don't have stores.
They don't have stores.
Yes.
And then how about an area where they have to throw their dustbins and so on?
Yes, they have dustbins there.
Is it well taken care of?
Yes.
Is it well taken care of?
Yes, they have a security there and a cleaner.
No. What you have seen in Sarangai, is the environment really a good environment? Will you say it's a good environment for the women and the men and the young men and women who really sell there?
No, it's not a good environment for them.
Yes, that is what I mean when I say the state of the affairs of
Okay.
the Lumo, as to how do you see it? We have a toilet, but is the toilet really a healthy place? Is it?
No.
Does it look healthy and all those? That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's why you advise them that they have to do the right thing. If not, the place will not be developed.
Yes.
So lastly on Sarangai, before I allow the commissioners to come in, is that you have done really a good job, as at the time that you don't even have an experience in auditing. I'm just commending you, especially on the part that you had highlighted the names of the collectors that were there in this time. You said when you went to audit, the people that were doing the collection were Sarangai Lumo, Sira Danjo, Aida Jau, Lamin Ture, Abdul Karim Keru. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Abdul Karim Keru is one name, Lamin Ture, Aida Jau, and Sira Danjo.
Yes.
These were the people that were going to Sarangai Lumo
Yes.
at the time.
Yeah.
Is that not correct?
Yeah.
Do you know what their collection rate was at the time, whether they really were doing some, have you checked their collection rate?
No.
You have not had access to it. Any quick questions on this issue?
Yes. Mrs. Sao,
Yes.
it is true that this Sarangai Lumo, the vendors will build their own stores using grass
Yes.
and some sticks
Yes.
for the period of time that they will be there.
Yeah.
And that this Lumo area does not have any water supply.
Yes.
And that the number of vendors that come in to sell their wares, particularly when it's harvest period, is a very large number.
Yes.
And during the course of the projection of your budget, you anticipate to make a lot of money from these lumos.
Yes.
And why is it that the accounts of the council are always on the red when you have all these activities going and nothing is being done by the council to help them to put in place at least semi-permanent stores, because these lumos are weekly.
Yes, it's weekly lumos.
It's weekly lumos. So why did the council not provide at least semi-permanent structures to help them, do their transaction in a conducive environment? Is it because every money they collect, they use it for their personal purposes?
Sometimes if you talk with the management and sometimes the councils, the collectors also are contributed. Because if you issue ticket to someone and the person return that ticket to you, that money is not going for the council's account. It's going back to you. So you should tell them that no, you should keep your ticket so that it will be reflected on the council's account. Maybe
So-
if that money is accumulated, the council will do something about it.
So the councillors that are elected,
Yes,
that are responsible for that area,
yes.
how are they collaborating with the council to make sure that the revenues collected are plowed back to those areas?
Yes, they are doing their things there. When we go to the general council meeting, the councillors also will speak out their minds on that issue.
But they are aware of the fraud, and they are not doing anything about the fraud.
That's why.
No, we don't want you to smile. We want you to answer the question, because you are helping the commission to understand how the councils work.
Yes.
And probably the councillors also are not alive and alive to their responsibilities. To take the council to a level where they will hold them accountable, particularly the collectors, so that the monies collected could be used for the development of their area.
Yes.
So why don't they react to some of these things?
They should react there, but I don't know why they did not react.
Is it not because they collude with the executive and the collectors to get some money for their personal interests?
No, for the councillors?
Yes.
No.
If you are told some councillors go to collect revenue on the ground, will you be surprised?
I'll be surprised then, but I never knew.
Evidence have been provided here in this commission that some councillors go with collectors to collect revenue on the ground.
I never knew about it.
Thank you. Can we proceed?
I believe it's a very convenient point. I'm not sure. Or
Yes,
do we proceed?
it's 2 o'clock, so we can
Thank you.
break here. We may rise.